Have you seen Star Wars?
A new report from Deadline suggests that during an earnings call meeting on Thursday, Disney will reveal new Star Wars projects from Lucasfilm. Though they did not say what projects will be announced, we have a lot that we can speculate on that have been rumored, and when I mean a lot, I really mean there is a lot of rumored Star Wars shows and series that have been talked about over the past year, which is not to say I expect a lot of shows to be announced on this Thursday, but just that we have a wide net that we can pull from. So let's go through every single rumored and confirmed Star Wars series and show that a lot of news outlets and insider reports have mentioned over the past year or so. So out of the confirmed ones, we have the Bad Batch series, which they could announce a actual release date in this earnings call. They said, I think at the beginning of the year, or close to the middle of the year, that it would release in 2021. I would expect around spring, but they could give us an actual release date. The next one is the Cassian Andor series that has begun filming, and just like the Kenobi series that begins production in January, both of these have no official release dates, or really windows since COVID happened, so we could get some clarification on when these shows come out. Then there is the Leslie Headland, female-centric with a lot of apparently martial arts focus that Lucasfilm announced, but with no release date or really any information at all. And we could get more details on that this week, but I don't know, that one doesn't seem so likely to me. Now we have all the countless rumored Star Wars shows out there. The first one is a Lando Calrissian series, supposedly featuring both Donald Glover and Billy Dee Williams as young and old Lando. And I don't see that being announced right now because I don't think Donald Glover can film this until at least 2023 at the earliest. Then there's reports of Lucasfilm making a sequel to the Solo spin-off movie, but it was talked about in a show or maybe even a series or maybe different shows, some format with Darth Maul returning in some capacity as well, which I think is still too soon to announce because I think a nostalgia factor has to kick in for that movie. But hey, what do I know? Apparently there's a Rogue Squadron series in the works, and I think that would probably be an animated series, so that seems like a higher likelihood of happening and being announced as a kind of small, not important announcement. But who asked for that? I mean, I don't really know anyone who wanted to see a Rogue Squadron show. And after that, there is the Ben Solo series that is said to be pre The Force Awakens, and that has a lot more credibility to it than the past two shows, but no real details on if it would be animated or live action. Also, man, this would be a shocker to announce in a Disney earnings call. I feel like that's something they would announce at Celebration. And a rather odd show is the Mace Windu series that sounds very familiar and similar to the Lando series, which would have Samuel L. Jackson playing the older version of the Jedi, but with a younger co-star playing a young Mace Windu. But I mean, come on, really, an entire series on Mace Windu that kind of sounds cool, but just a little bit out of left field as well. One that interests me the most is the Darth Bane series that is rumored to happen, but another one that is not likely to happen for some time. Plus, the report on this was not that he was really getting his own series, but that he would be in multiple projects, so who knows what that even entails. Another one is the Cara Dune series, which could still happen even though Deadline themselves said it's not actually happening, so only time will tell with that show. Then there's the live-action Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra show that is said to happen after Season 2 of The Mandalorian. That makes a little bit more sense, but can you imagine an entire show about Thrawn so soon? I think they would work on the Rebel sequel show before this, but we really don't know. And just this past week, we were told that there's an animated High Republic show in the works that focuses on the era 200 years before the events of the Skywalker saga. And I like that one, but also I do think that's going to happen a little bit more down the line because the books haven't even come out yet, so why would you announce a show on it this week? Then we have the three most likely suspects. We could get the announcement about a sequel series to Rebels in an animation realm because there is a lot of interest in that right now, and there is a lot happening with Star Wars animated shows that we haven't really heard about yet. There is also the Ahsoka Tano series that many have said will happen in the future and in live action, but that also seems like a big announcement for Celebration, if anything. But then we have my pick for what will be announced on Thursday at these earnings calls, and that is the Boba Fett miniseries. Reports have suggested that it has already begun filming and is shooting as we speak, so it would make the most sense to announce this one and begin the marketing for it early if it comes out in 2021. And also, not to spill the beans, but your boy Star Wars Only has been told by an inside source that this series is a sure thing, so I have no doubt that it's happening and going to be something that we all see, but it also leads me to believe that it would be announced this Thursday. No one told me that. I just kind of feel like that's a solid prediction that we'll hear about it. So guys, if we count all of these, there is 12 Star Wars shows that are reportedly in the works, and Jesus, are we doing too much here? Because some of them have to be fake. I mean, at this point, you cannot have 12 Star Wars shows that come out in the next 5 to 10 years. And I have to say, though, it does kind of make sense a little bit, and because The Mandalorian is the highest rated and demanded show on Disney Plus, The Mandalorian and The Clone Wars both blew out the competition in terms of ratings, so it's clear that there is a high demand on Disney Plus for Star Wars content. And with the new announcement that HBO Max will debut a lot of new movies in 2021, it kind of seems like a good idea for Lucasfilm and Disney to put out a lot of content Star Wars wise on Disney Plus. And I think it might have been an unintentional good idea just because they were thinking about this stuff before COVID and the lockdowns and all that. So it seems like this is going to pay off really well in the long run if it does come to fruition. It would be really good to have these original content shows on Disney Plus that would be able to compete against the streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime. So maybe we are getting 12 Star Wars shows in the future. And remember, the 12 that I'm counting are just the rumored ones. If you count the confirmed ones, that's another 4 and 5 if you include The Mandalorian seasons 3 and 4. So I mean, that's over 15 Star Wars shows. We have a lot of Star Wars content in the pipeline, and what better way to have Star Wars content year round than by putting it all on Disney Plus for a lousy $7 a month. And I mean, who does not have $7 a month? I think this is all a good strategy by Disney and Lucasfilm, that they are clearly trying to be the top dogs in the streaming service wars, and the best way to do that is with high quality original content like Star Wars for a lower price than the rest of the competition, like $7 a month. You know, Disney's trying to own everything. I think they're buying everything, and I think because they have so much capital, they can charge a lower price for their streaming service and put out high quality content. So as time goes on, they become the biggest streaming service. They can buy the rights to my life, they can buy the rights to your life, and own us all, because that's their corporate motto. So do you think this will work? I sure do. Also, let me know what you think will happen Thursday at the earnings call. Will Disney reveal the Boba Fett series, or maybe the Ahsoka Tano series? Who knows? But thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, because it does help out the channel. I'm Star Wars Only. I'll see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.